What to do? Wait, I know. Let's play some of my favorite video games. Hello everyone! Today we are starting a new playthrough. Yes everyone, welcome to Pikmin. I've been waiting to actually get back into Pikmin again. For those of you that aren't aware of, as of the release of this video, within the next couple of weeks, Pikmin 3 Deluxe will be released for the Switch. I was actually hoping that they would do like a Pikmin trilogy rather than just Pikmin 3 port. But at this rate, I don't think it matters, but whatever. Either way, though, I am excited to actually start on Pikmin. I do have a long, well, more like a brief history, but a history nonetheless. But I guess the best way to do it is just to go ahead and start, shall we? So let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, might as well go ahead and erase. Some of it doesn't really matter, although it is worth noting that technically, that those two are my most recent saves. I say recent because of like literally, whenever I did my top 20 favorite games of all time video, and I did Pikmin, I basically got stuck with it because I just wanted to play more of it. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start a new game. So here we go. But, yeah, last time I was able to beat it within, like, 15, 16 days. So it's like, that was actually a pretty good achievement for me. But it's like, this is gonna be a Let's Play, so I doubt that I'm gonna achieve that many days. I would be very impressed if I can do that. For some reason, a lot of Pikmin players, they say they play Pikmin a lot, and then when they do the Let's Play, all of a sudden they just get it within, like, more days than is required. I think what it is probably because, you know, you're doing a Let's Play and it's like, you're using more of your brain power in delivering content rather than just thinking on how you're gonna do it, you know. It's like, oh, I gotta get this part or that part and stuff like that. I figured, though, with this particular Let's Play series, I'd discuss what my strategy is for the day, and then see if I can execute it well enough. You know, the impact site. Also, there's going to be some dialogue that I'm going to skip, but then there's some that I will read. So, don't expect me to read everything, because most of the dialogue is like, this is how you play the game type thing. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out. I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains a high level of poisonous oxygen. My life support system can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no! Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. So yes, Olimar is stranded on this Earth-like planet. It's not confirmed if it is Earth or not. Just for the most part, it is a planet that's somewhat similar to ours, except with weird creatures. I say it's similar to our planet because in Pikmin 2, you pick up junk and stuff, where they classify as being treasures, and it's like, technically, it's somewhat similar to, like, items that we have, you know, like, you have a battery, which is a Duracell and stuff, you know, instead of coming up like an off-brand name, it's actually the product, so it's like, okay, is that how many, product placements are there? Or how many sponsors they have? I don't know. Anyway, we'll continue. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. So yeah, we're gonna have some interesting names and stuff like that. There we go. The seed that the onion drop took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. As you can see, it's just gonna go through like the control schemes of how to play the game and stuff, so. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Pikmin has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I am intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with a Yeah, I got it. And this is how Pikmin starts. You basically learning the controls. Astonishing. The onion has sowed more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvest after cutting down a flower appeared to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. I know a lot of people would say that they like Pikmin 3 better because of the controls and stuff. There's a lot more reason to love Pikmin 3 aside from the controls. But I'm just not the biggest fan of the Wii motion controls. I'm not. That's why you're seeing me playing... Well, you're not actually seeing me, but I'm playing the GameCube version of Pikmin 1. There's a Wii version of it, and a lot of Let's Players, followed by speedrunners, they hold by it and say that it is probably the best version to play. And it's like, well, I can understand in terms of the Wii controls and stuff like that. It seems like it benefits from those controls. But it's like, I personally like traditional controls better. That's a personal opinion, and I am sticking with it. Again, not to say anything wrong with the Wii or anything, it's just, I hate motion controls. I hate them. They're like the bane of my existence, and it's like, why must this... Why is this a thing? Why must I be forced to deal with this? No, we don't want it on top. There we go. It kind of starts off slow, but the first day is usually infinite. So it's like, gives you time to learn the controls a little bit better. I am definitely looking forward to the Pikmin 3 Deluxe for Switch, because it means I don't have to worry about frickin' motion controls. In fact, funny enough, my brother was playing the Mario 3D All-Stars pack, and, you know, it has Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy, and he said that it plays really, really well on the Switch controls, which is very nice. So that means that it's very possible that we could figure out how Pikmin 3 Deluxe could work. We'll just have to wait until it comes out. which won't be long, hopefully. Anyway, the Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Okay. And then, of course, we have our first ship part, which is, conveniently enough, the main one we need. Amazing! There's no mistaking it! My ship engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, you got 14 so far. Gather more Pikmin and find out. Gotta wait for this thing to move, because otherwise, the biggest thing about Pikmin, though, is that they literally are AI. So they're going to do weird stuff. For the most part. It's like, as soon as you throw them, they're just like, all of a sudden they're like, oh, go here, and you're like, no, I want you to grab this thing. And it's like, no, go here, and it's like, ugh. They literally are animals. They're cute, but I mean, they're just like, oh my gosh, really? Do we have to do this? Oh my gosh. My first Pikmin game, though, was actually Pikmin 3. So you would think that I would love Pikmin 3 more than Pikmin 1. Yet, because of motion controls, I loved it Pikmin 1 that much more. Then again, Pikmin 2 was also available for GameCube, and then both of those two were ported to the Wii. So it's like, huh, interesting. When mating Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routining tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by blah 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 blah. Yeah. Again, discussing tutorials. The game will actually do that a lot. You know, I don't think people realize that, is that Pikmin will just tell you everything about, like, you know, how to play the game and stuff. And it will continue to do that throughout the entire game. And it can be tedious, but that's just how it is. And there we have it. We have our first ship part. Yay! But really, in all honesty, I know people are gonna question me, they're gonna think I'm crazy and stuff. But even some people would agree that they like the traditional controls better than the Wii Remote controls. It's like, really, in all honesty, I just really prefer it. So I'm really hoping that the Switch version will allow us to do both. Because Delamar was telling me about the Mario Galaxy situation, in which where, surprisingly, all the stuff that you normally would have to do for the Wii Remote and stuff, like I said, it functions the same way because of the Switch remotes, because of the bar and everything like that, so it can work. But for some reason, he says that it's even better than the Wii version. And I'm like, that is oddly surprising. But it's like, it's satisfying because that means that it is somewhat improved compared to the last version. So I'm looking forward to an improved version of Pikmin 3. Then again, for all I know, maybe Pikmin 3 might be the new favorite of Pikmin 1. We'll find out once that happens. But anyway. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back towards home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. And indeed, it shall begin. Also, these are going to be more of the shorter Let's Plays compared to the Dragon Quest VIII Let's Play, because in Pikmin, for some reason, it only takes close to 15 minutes per day, you know, the maximum minutes. So it's like, technically each day consists of 15 minutes, so it's no longer than that. So it's like, oh, okay. So this is going to be the perfect Let's Play series to do rationing minutes and stuff. Until I babble on and stuff, so who's to say. But anyway, day 1 since impact. I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hakate. Analyst shows life support system will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. Or in my case, the next day. So, yes, this is it. This is how we begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode of Pikmin, a much-awaited Let's Play series that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So, I'm very happy, I'm looking forward to it, and I know you guys are too. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Till then, this is BlackCross signing off. Catch you guys later.